Welcome to r/EntitledPeople. Today we've got a toddler jailbreak, a neighbor land grab, and a brother who thinks your car is his Uber. Let's dive in.
Karen let the toddlers out and shocked she is banned. Our town has a children's museum. It's cute, full of activities from baby through about age 9. The baby and toddler areas have gates that latch for obvious reasons. Well, a mom decided she would use authority to have her toddler leave. So she opens the toddler gate and tells her child it's time to leave now. Well, her kid doesn't move and clearly wants to stay and play. Instead of closing the gate, retrieving the toddler, and going on with life, she decides to hold the gate open and start demanding her toddler listen. So, of course, other toddlers book it out, and she continues to hold the gate open and does nothing to prevent this, just keeps yelling at her kid. Instant chaos as parents and a grandparent scramble out to catch the escaped tots. Toddlers are running to open elevators, to balconies, into the manager's office, and my child is booking it toward the stairs. I'm about to catch her when she ducks into the art room, messy but safe, and I notice a toddler nearly to the stair landing, which is 2 stories in stone. I glance quickly and see Grandma going as fast as she can, but nowhere near fast enough, so I leave my kid to her painty fate and snatch up Darius, delivering him to a grateful Grandma. I hear a dad say, "Close the gate," as he has one twin in a surfboard meltdown and another who has just booked it out of the gate toward me and the paint room. This mom then yells at him that it's not her job to watch his kids. She's got 3 kids of her own to handle. She is still holding the gate open. I'm acting as a shepherd of sorts between the toddlers and the stairs. Paint is everywhere, with unsupervised tots not wearing their paint-proof smocks going hog wild. Apparently, my daughter's favorite color is yellow. With this sudden chaos, a manager comes to see what's happening, and 2 dads point to her, who finally picked up her child and shut the gate. She then tells the manager how she felt unsafe because of the dad who yelled, "Close the gate," and demands action. By then, I head over with my yellow gremlin in arms as all the tots are corralled, and me and Grandma back up the dads and say how irresponsible her behavior was. She then launches into a tirade about how it's not her job to watch all of our children. The manager tells her she is banned, and she starts screaming, so security gathers her and her 3 kids and marches them out. I feel bad for her children, but honestly, how entitled do you have to be? A simple, "I'm sorry, I froze when the kids ran out, I wasn't thinking straight." Literally anything. But instead, she wanted to act like she was the victim of unsafe after releasing half a dozen toddlers into dangerous situations.
Wow. I'm honestly torn between being impressed at how entitled this mom is or baffled at how flat-out clueless she can be. Like, the lack of common sense here is almost a work of art. And OP's description of the toddler jailbreak? Chef's kiss. I can just see it in slow motion. One by one, these tiny escape artists making a break for it. Parents lunging, Grandma hustling, paint flying, pure chaos. And then she has the nerve to play the victim? Please. The only unsafe thing here was her decision-making. The ban wasn't just deserved, it was community service. Speaking of people who think the world owes them something, wait until you hear about the neighbor who wanted 6 feet of her neighbor's backyard.
Entitled neighbor demands I move my fence because her view matters more. A couple of months ago, I bought my first house. It's nothing fancy, but it's got a small backyard, and one of the first things I did was put up a wooden privacy fence so my dog could run around without bothering anyone. Cue my next-door neighbor, Linda, who came over the day after the fence was finished. She was holding a mug like she was about to give me friendly new neighbor vibes. Nope. She asked if I would mind moving my fence back about 6 feet. I asked her why I would do that. She told me it blocked her view from her kitchen window and she liked to look out at the trees, and that if I moved it back, I'd still have plenty of yard. I explained as politely as I could that the fence was entirely on my property line since I had the survey done, and moving it would literally give her 6 more feet of my yard for free. She said she had lived there for 15 years and had always had that view, so it was basically hers. I laughed, couldn't help it, and told her no. Since then, she has accidentally thrown her leaves and branches over the fence twice, and last week I caught her trying to peek over with a stepladder. When I confronted her, she said if I weren't so selfish, she wouldn't have to do it.
Some people want sugar from a neighbor. Linda wanted free land, 6 feet of it, just because she liked the view. I mean, that's not a request. That's a real estate grab in disguise. Honestly, I hope OP asks her why she doesn't just move her kitchen window to get her view back. Let's be real, she's not gazing at trees, she's busy stalking you. And I've got to say, one Redditor's comment had me cracking up. Get cameras, and next time she peeks over, spray her right in the face with the garden hose. Tempting, right? If it were me, I'd plant the tallest, bushiest hedge I could find. Bonus points if it flowers in neon colors she hates. What about you? Ever had a neighbor like this? Tell me your best fence feud stories in the comments. Speaking of people who don't understand boundaries, the last story is about a younger brother who thought sharing a car meant taking it whenever he wanted.
My brother thinks he can borrow my car whenever he wants.
My younger brother just got his license. Instead of buying his own car, he's decided mine is now our car. I work full-time, he's in college, so guess whose schedule gets messed up every week? It started small. Can I borrow it for an hour? But one day, I woke up for work and my car was gone. He'd taken it at like 2 a.m. to hang out with friends, then slept in, leaving me stranded. When I confronted him, he goes, "You weren't using it, and family should share." I told him if he wants to share, he can share in the insurance payments and repairs. He laughed and said, "That's your responsibility as the owner." Owner, but not controller, apparently. I had a spare key reprogrammed and didn't tell him. The next time he tried to sneak off, the alarm screamed like the gates of hell. He hasn't touched my car since.
Oh, I live for this kind of instant karma. I mean, he's calling it our car, like you're running some kind of family rideshare, but then wants zero responsibility for insurance, gas, or repairs? Nah. I've met goldfish with more self-awareness. And the way you shut it down, beautiful. Just a quiet, reprogrammed key, a screaming alarm, and boom. His little car theft hobby ended real quick. Honestly, the Redditor who said, "I bet he still flinches every time he hears a car alarm," was right on the money. What do you think? Was the alarm trick the perfect move, or would you have gone even further? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear your take. And that wraps up today's dose of Our Entitled People. Whew. Some folks really think the world owes them everything, huh? If you enjoyed the madness, give this video a big thumbs up. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you would have done. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and get ready for more outrageously entitled stories. See you in the next one. Bring popcorn.